Good evening and welcome to Northbeat. I'm Leanie Lambrink. A hunter who went missing around the Nunavut community of Kangirsuk has been found alive, even though search efforts had been called off. He and another hunter went missing Saturday evening. Search and rescue crews found one of the men a day later. He was 23 kilometers southeast of the village. It's believed the two separated while one man was asleep. Deputy Mayor Elijah Gray says the official search was called off Tuesday because of bad weather. But during one more lap this morning by helicopter, the second man was found.
He was saying he was eating the berries, drinking water, making fire at night. He was just wearing a running shoes, not really warm jacket, and snow pants.
The mayor says both men are now safe and well. Police say they are still waiting to speak to the man who was found today to find out what happened. We now know what caused a fire in Yellowknife that displaced a number of public housing tenants. It happened at the Sunridge apartment building back in March. Yellowknife's fire department says the fire was caused by the improper disposal of smoking material and that it was an accident. Now the cleanup is underway. Some residents were finally allowed back in to see if anything could be salvaged. Numerous public housing tenants were moved to new units after the fire. Both the Yellowknife Housing Authority and Housing First say they have no plans to return those tenants to Sunridge. CBC News reached out multiple times to the building's owner, Northview. They didn't respond. It'll still be a while before we find out the verdict for a Hay River man accused of sexual assault, child luring, and voyeurism. Justin Minute's trial wrapped up yesterday. Now, a judge is expected to take 3 months before delivering her decision in the case. Minute is accused of using his smartphone to spy on a minor and touching her inappropriately. NWT Supreme Court Justice Karen Taylor says she'll deliver her verdict on August 28th. Work on one of the Yukon's biggest infrastructure projects has been halted. It's the latest in a series of problems with the Newfoundland Bay Bridge project. This time, it's soil conditions. The bridge crosses Teslin Lake, a replacement for the existing bridge that's more than 70 years old. It's also a critical link along the Alaska Highway. Engineers raised concerns last month about soil conditions at the north end of the bridge. Work stopped while experts came in to assess. We still don't know what they found, but the Minister of Public Works acknowledges it could delay construction. From a project that's delayed to one that's still trying to get off the ground. The developer of Whitehorse's largest subdivision wants to add a retail complex and drive-through restaurant to the neighborhood. But he needs a zoning amendment to do that. As Callie McTavish tells us, some welcome the idea, others have concerns.
Whistlebend is the fastest growing neighborhood in Whitehorse, currently bigger than Watson Lake and Dawson City combined. And right now, there's nowhere to get any food or essentials here. Northern Vision Development wants to put in a grocery store and other retailers, but in order for the economics to make sense, it says there has to be a drive-through.
This is something that we absolutely need on that lot to make it viable. And the only way to attract in these chains is to put in drive-through.
Northern Vision Development says drive-thrus make more money per square foot than restaurants and grocery stores, making them helpful to secure financing. Downtown Whitehorse is a 15-minute drive away when traffic is light. But for those without a car, getting groceries by walking or biking or busing would take over an hour. And that's just to the nearby Porter Creek neighborhood. Residents of Whistlebend say the neighborhood is long overdue for any kind of food options.
It feels forgotten, to be honest. Like, all these other areas was the first things pretty much that went through. Originally we were told when we first moved here that those things were coming really quickly, and they kept getting rezoned to residential and not commercial.
Right now there's nothing really here. Like, we can't go for a walk to the convenience store stuff.
I think people are hoping for a little gas station, things that make it nice to just stay in your own little neighborhood instead of having to go downtown.
Whistlebend is currently home to over 4,000 residents. By 2030, that's projected to grow to 10,000 residents. Those CBC spoke to say they're fine with a drive-through, so long as it doesn't make getting around harder during rush hour.
Drive-throughs, of course, are convenient. I have kids; they're convenient. The only issue that I would have is probably making sure that they have zoned it properly for the flow of traffic, because traffic here gets a little crazy. So having the in and out, making sure that it's not going to hold up anything else around here would be the only thing. But I think, yeah, good on them.
City of Whitehorse says a traffic study predicted no difference between a drive-through and sit-down restaurant. But when it comes to environmental impact, the city said a drive-through may not align with its climate action plan. Homeowners say when they first purchased in Whistle Bend, they expected there would be food and beverage retailers. Now, 10 years later, they're still waiting. A public hearing will have to be held before any zoning amendments can be passed. Callie McTavish, CBC News, Whitehorse.
Yukon First Nations may soon be able to hunt caribou again. First Nations and government leaders signed the Southern Lakes Caribou Relationship Plan on Wednesday. A key commitment in that plan is to bring back cultural caribou hunts, something that hasn't happened in more than 30 years. The combined Southern Lakes herds once numbered only 1,000 caribou. The population had grown to nearly 5,000 as of 2019. The recovery was made possible by a voluntary caribou subsistence hunting ban. 6 First Nations have upheld that ban since 1993.
The First Nation governments continue to uphold the voluntary harvest moratorium, but that each government start to implement these cultural hunts to try to get youth and elders and hunters back out on the land together, to start rebuilding those relationships and that physical relationship with caribou, and that really important step towards rebuilding that culture.
The signing of the relationship plan was the culmination of 32 years of conservation efforts. Those efforts will continue as the new plan is implemented. 2 birds in Yellowknife have tested positive for bird flu, a raven and a ring-billed gull. The Department of Environment and Climate Change says there have been 9 confirmed cases of bird flu in the territory since 2022. The disease is highly infectious among birds, but the department says there are no signs of an outbreak. In the news release, the territory's chief public health officer says transmission of bird flu to humans is rare and typically mild, but people who handle birds should still be cautious. Earlier this week, we told you the town of High Level, Alberta won't be taking wildfire evacuees this summer. That was the message on the town's website. Now, the mayor is saying that's not exactly the case. Mayor Crystal McAteer told CBC News her community currently has 1,000 hotel rooms full of evacuees from this year and the previous 2 years. What's changed is the municipal government no longer has enough staff to run a full evacuation center in the arena. The mayor says as the scale of evacuations grow, it's not sustainable to keep that going 24/7. The town has asked the Alberta government for funding, but so far it's been turned down. Firefighters in Manitoba are getting some help from improved weather conditions, but winds in northeastern British Columbia have forced the evacuation of the Kelly Lake region. Meanwhile, a familiar sight for northerners, smoke from the fires in Western Canada choking cities further east. The air quality indexes in Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal are all listed as high risk. Residents are being told to limit time outdoors and to be mindful of smoke exposure symptoms, especially in young children and people with respiratory issues. High concentrations of wildfire smoke could continue for the next several days. That smoke also continues to blanket much of Nunavut and Labrador. The mountains in central Labrador have essentially disappeared. Environment and Climate Change Canada says the smoke should start to get better tomorrow. Wildfire evacuees have concerns with the treatment they're getting from the Red Cross. Those who've fled their homes in northern Saskatchewan and Manitoba say getting information has been chaotic, access to services challenging. The CBC's Cameron McIntosh reports.
Are you already registered with the Red Cross?
Henry McKenzie got registered.
Nobody seems to know where we're going, and we're going in circles.
But when he called the Red Cross to register a group of elders in Prince Albert, the call center couldn't tell him where to go.
I'll see if I can get someone to reach out here.
Turns out the registration center was a couple of blocks away. In Saskatchewan, up to 15,000 people have fled their homes. Indigenous evacuees can register with the Red Cross for financial assistance and, if they need, shelter. In this assistance center, run by a First Nation, plenty of exhaustion and frustration. Many, like Malachi Linklater, saying it's been hard getting clear answers from the Red Cross.
Maybe they're overwhelmed too, but they've been pushed away. So
it takes the first few days of these things are always, hectic.
The Red Cross says it's catching up with demand. 8,000 people registered in Saskatchewan so far.
We won't turn people away. We are registering anybody that's been evacuated.
In Manitoba, the Red Cross is responsible for all evacuees. More than 16,000 people are registered. That too started slowly. Given the scale of the fires and speed required to respond, Manitoba's Grand Chief says there are lessons to be learned for governments and aid agencies.
What we're seeing is, very disorganized, uncoordinated response to the evacuations.
For most evacuees, thoughts are on the next days and weeks. Trina Cameron is having trouble getting a placement. That will take her 3 dogs.
I had nowhere to go, and I'm 52 years old. I can't be living on the streets.
So far, nearly $7 million has been raised for wildfire relief through direct donations to the Red Cross and matching funds from the federal and provincial governments. Cameron McIntosh, CBC News, Prince Albert.
Meanwhile, Toledo in the Northwest Territories is remembering its own evacuation 30 years ago. The community had to evacuate on June 6, 1995, because devastating wildfires were tearing through the Sawtoo. The fires spared Toledo, so every year on this day, residents celebrate with games in the arbor, a feast, and a drum dance. And it's not the only reason to celebrate in the community today. The federal government announced $16.5 million for an office and cultural center for the National Park Reserve near the community.
This astonishing world, with its infinite possibilities, calls to the world shapers, impact makers, visioneers. Together, let's unlock potential everywhere.
Welcome to your new home.
Mais il est trop chaud. He understands French. I'm not seeing this as a suicide.
Someone sure wanted us to think it was.
Gallagher is suspect number 1.
Tell me, was it the mad politics you didn't like, or the fact that he's living with your wife?
I know he's into something. I just gotta prove it.
No, we all have a past. Find his.
Be careful around Fitz. Donnie's got a lot of demons that tend to appear when no one expects it.
New year, new school, new uniform. High school was a chance at reinvention, a whole new me. Who to join? Jocks? Nerds? This was life or death.
Take a risk. Life's short. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Just live your own.
Sometimes you find yourself in the right place at the right time. And if you're there with the right people, well, it doesn't get any better than that.
I brought a few friends along with me today.
3, 2, 1.
Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of the dragons.
Take me home, James.
Full of surprises here on The Den. Dragon's Den. Watch free on CBC Gem.
12 of Britain's best amateur bakers have made it to the tent.
This is an absolute dream.
Every inch of their baking skill will be scrutinised.
Lovely, jubbly.
Those that falter will leave the tent.
One wrong move and it's over.
You want a game? Bring it on.
Go, go, go!
Oh my God! We need help out there.
Yeah, we'll come for you.
This is it! Canada's Ultimate Challenge.
Nunavik will soon have its first full-time university program. It's meant for aspiring teachers. The school board of Nunavik has partnered with McGill University to launch a certificate in education. It's specifically for First Nations and Inuit. The school board's director general says the goal is to hire more Inuktitut teachers in the region.
Every year we're missing 20 plus Inuit teachers, meaning that some of our classes are closed most of the time, even though we try to recruit as much as we can.
Right now, most teachers in Nunavik are trained on the job. That takes up to 7 years to complete. The new full-time course will take 2 years. Buy Canadian. It's something we've been hearing a lot lately. School boards in many provinces are also being told to join the movement in response to U.S. tariffs. But it's proving difficult when it comes to school supplies, everything from laptops to lab equipment and sports gear. Deanna Sumanak-Johnson takes a closer look at what it could mean for both students and teachers.
This science teacher says she got worried when her Quebec school board directed that all school supplies needed to be bought in the province.
I can't walk into a store and buy a liter of certain chemicals or a bucket of frogs for dissection or even some of the parts that we use for mandatory engineering projects.
In an email to CBC News, the Quebec government said public bodies must give preference to the purchase of Quebec goods for acquisitions below a certain amount, and also mentioned restrictions on purchases from online vendors like Amazon. We asked every province and territory and learned many issued similar edicts, prioritizing or encouraging support of local and Canadian suppliers. British Columbia has asked school boards to replace U.S. contracts with Canadian or non-American whenever possible. In Ontario, school boards are restricted from buying American products with an exemption for products where there is no Canadian equivalent, which includes Apple and Google.
It's in line with what our members are already doing. In fact, we had been having reach outs from some of our member boards asking us to advocate for Buy Canadian policies.
Still, school boards have a hard enough time stretching the buck. American vendors sometimes offer a greater variety at a lower cost.
Alberta's flexible approach, Buy Canadian where you can, gets a thumbs up from the school board superintendent, who says the task is complex.
School buses that can seat 40 plus students in, where do you get those from, right? And I know for sure that you would look south of the border potentially for that procurement.
They're going to be off the menu pretty quickly as well.
In the meantime, Quebec teacher Tasha Osman is having to rejig her lesson plans.
And looking at which things do we have to cancel
as the Buy Canadian movement elbows its way into the school hallways. Deanna Sumanak-Johnson, CBC News, Toronto.
An Inuk artist from Nunavut has been shortlisted for a national award. The National Gallery of Canada's Sobey Art Award recognizes only the best contemporary artists. The grand prize is $100,000. Teralik Duffy is shortlisted for her artwork. Some of that includes creating drawings as well as soft sculptures made from leather. Duffy grew up in Nunavut and is now based in Saskatoon. Her work reflects the everyday life of living in Nunavut.
When I was growing up, I really lamented being from Nunavut. I hated being there. I wanted to get out of there. It's sort of the cliche thing of maybe a lot of people from a small town, like you want to be anywhere but home. And missing home and the longing for home really caught me by surprise as an adult. And I would visit home for 2 weeks at a time, and then I would just take pictures of everything, and everything became beautiful. And I missed everything, even almost even the garbage lying on the side of the road and the dump, and, and the other more beautiful things like the fish drying and the things that I took for granted while I was living there. And it's like I became ravenous for that nostalgia and the things that I took for granted that were daily life there, but maybe not other places. And so I incorporate that a lot into what I do. If you're sitting and eating tuktu, caribou, or ikhaduk, which is frozen char, we dip it in China lily soy sauce. So you see it at the store, you see it on your grandmother's table, your mom's table, your aunt's table. Out on the land, it's in the grub box. And not just that item, like click cans and of course pop cans are everywhere because they're like the black gold of Nunavut. And so it's these items that are sort of seared into my memory that I can't escape. And there's a certain nostalgia to them. And I like to imagine a world where Inuktitut was the dominant language, because as much as I understand and speak it, there's been a lot that has been lost. And so I think I have a responsibility to just reclaim that in a way, or play with it, or just treat it with the same respect that we treat English. And like, we're so bombarded by English, it's everywhere, it's on the marketing, in the stores. And so what if Inuktitut was like that, where it was on all our products? So that's a theme that I think I'll continue to explore. And I really enjoy it. It's really fun because there was not a lot of visibility of our lives, and there still isn't as much today. So I think I take a lot of joy in highlighting things that are important to us. And maybe I don't think about it that deeply when I'm drawing something like a can, of Vienna sausages. And it's things that maybe other people might not recognize immediately as being Inuk or from Nunavut, but Nunavut and Inuit will immediately, it's something we recognize. And I think that's important for me. And that makes me the happiest, when Inuit are happy or appreciate the things that I create.
Those are some very cool art pieces. Thank you to Mahnur Mubarak for that story. In Labrador, students from 2 schools in Benoit's Cove collaborated on a new song this week. The song is infused with both Inuit and Mi'kmaq drums. CBC's Amy Fian has more.
We're going to step forward. Standing in this room are a group of students from 2 different schools. Innu and Inuit students from Lake Melville School in Labrador have traveled here to St. Peter's Academy in Benoit's Cove. And they've come together for one purpose: to make music.
We're drumming with the Mi'kmaq drummers, and we're collabing. We're making this song. We're going to perform it after recess.
Over the last 2 days, these students have had the chance to learn about each other's different drumming styles, and they've combined them to make their own original song.
This is a very unique opportunity to meet students and teachers from Labrador and see their way of drumming and their drum dancing. Is absolutely beautiful to see it in person.
The students have built connections with one another and learned about what makes them different in the process.
So their drum, it's smaller, and they don't use it like we move the drum to the stick and move our body with it, but theirs is different.
The students are taking their performance to the gym, where they'll show it with the entire school. This has been a project that focuses on connection, so they've chosen a title for their song that shows just that. It's called Unity.
I like the words a lot, and I just like the whole song in general. It's a really cool song.
Blending Inuit and Mi'kmaq drumming styles makes this experience one of a kind, and is why those involved say it's been special for them and the students.
It's just really heartwarming to be a part of this. It's beautiful, and I feel like the kids are representing what our culture stands for and showing so much love and respect to one another.
Amy Fian, CBC News, Corner Brook.
Parents of athletes in remote communities across northern Canada can be faced with a difficult decision: to stay in their home with their support network or to uproot everything so their child can play sports competitively. 2 parents originally from Arctic communities in the NWT chose the latter. They spoke to the CBC's Luke Carroll about how they made that decision.
Chris Grubin moved 1,200 kilometers south last year, from Inuvik to Whitehorse. This was so his 13-year-old son William could play for the Whitehorse Mustangs, a competitive hockey team that travels for tournaments.
Obviously, it's not an easy decision to uproot your whole family and relocate to a new surrounding.
Chris says they chose Whitehorse for its relative proximity to Inuvik via the Dempster Highway, as well as its reputation for developing high-level hockey players. like Ottawa Senators forward Dylan Cousins and Canada World Junior hockey player Gavin McKenna. But for William, leaving home was difficult.
When we first moved here, I missed my friends, my family, everything there. But as soon as we started to settle in, it's been all right.
But William did have at least one friend waiting for him in Whitehorse. He's also from the Mackenzie Delta and plays for the Whitehorse Mustangs.
He's like one of my closest friends so far.
Evander Jerome says he's happy to have William there. His family moved from Fort McPherson in 2017. Evander's father is Gwich'in, and he says leaving was a sacrifice.
It's leaving the bush life, right? It's leaving the traditional life of hunting, trapping, fishing.
Evander says his dad will still drive him to their traditional lands to learn those things. But if Evander and William keep excelling at hockey, they may need to move further away for more competitive programs. This is something Chris says they're preparing for.
Allowing your children to have these opportunities doesn't come without sacrifice.
Both dads say they're proud of their sons and have witnessed them both improve and excel in hockey. They just wish these programs were available in the communities they come from. Luke Carroll, CBC News, Yellowknife.
Glass artists from across the country are gathering in Whitehorse this weekend. The Glass Art Association of Canada is holding its annual conference. This year's theme is called Confluence, a Shared Path. For the occasion, the owner of Lamel Studios did a special piece. It took 2 hours to create this motorcycle. The 1974 Suzuki belongs to a Yukoner whose father fought cancer. The glass piece will be donated at the Ride for Dad, an event which raises funds for the fight against prostate cancer.
Well, we know that stories in life are very, very important. And I think that that's what any conference is all about, that mix of the young, the mix of the old, and the inspiration that we get from each other. The bike is beautiful in what it is and the story of it. And life is good even with it's little sillinesses that happen, because that bike is going to have a little silliness too.
The conference runs all weekend at Lamel Studios and Quanlin Dunn Cultural Center in Whitehorse. Now, let's take a look at the weather forecast. That is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, head to cbc.ca/north. Thanks for watching. I'm Leanie Lambrink. Have a great weekend.